We tested 50 chocolate chip cookie recipes, and this is the best one.
If you introduce yourself as someone who makes the best chocolate chip cookie, you immediately appear to be more trustworthy. Let's learn this recipe together.
The number one secret to a perfect chocolate chip cookie is to brown your butter. It adds that nutty, rich depth of flavor that you would find in your local bakery.
So when I finally decided to make this recipe, I realized the recipe is in their bio. When I clicked on the bio, I realized the recipe is in a separate link. When I clicked on that link, it took me to a whole separate gallery of recipes that I have to scroll down so far to find the cookie recipe. And when I clicked into the cookie recipe, I have to watch ads and read through the author's entire life story to get to the ingredients. I hate when people do stuff like that. So to make it easy for all of you, I have listed the ingredients on my Instagram, link in bio. So our first step is to brown a whole block of butter. You have to be careful though, because it might explode like this. And once it's so foamy, you can't tell if it's brown or not, it's probably time to take it out.
You lose some of the water during the browning process, so we recommend adding a few tablespoons back in.
I'm gonna put some ice cubes in it because ice in hot oil sounds pretty fun.
For a chewy, soft texture, we recommend using a mixture of bread and all-purpose flour.
So 1 3/4 cup of AP flour. Whenever the recipe requires a mixture of flours, I just use all-purpose. It's called all-purpose for a reason, along with a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of baking soda.
We also like adding in a teaspoon of espresso powder to enhance the chocolate flavor.
So in a separate bowl, we'll go with a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of white sugar. I love espresso powder, so I'm adding a little extra.
And the best cookie dough consistency uses 1 egg yolk mixed with 1 regular egg.
Dessert MSG, 1 egg, 1 egg yolk. Ligma fork it till smooth, add in the butter. You can beat this on the couch if you want, but I'll just do it here.
Combining the dry ingredients with the wet mixture.
Combine the dry ingredients and wet ingredients in a satisfying way.
Bigger pieces of chopped chocolate in addition to smaller chips to create the perfect wells of gooey goodness.
And I also know that you like the chocolate snapping sound.
I'm gonna give you what you want.
After we fold the chocolate into the dough, we roll them into perfect looking balls, put most of it away in the freezer, and then bake 4 of them. 350 for 14 minutes. The large size of the chocolate chunks kinda makes it look like a mess made by a baby, but I'm sure biting into it will be more satisfying as well. Let's do what they did in the beginning and split open multiple cookies at once. Yeah, a bite out of these will max out my dopamine level. Let's give it a taste and rate it 1 through 10. I think I nailed this one. Crunchy on the outside, chewy and gooey on the inside. The only issue is that it doesn't look that good, so 9.5 out of 10. But again, I've never had a chocolate chip cookie that didn't taste good. I've also never had a chocolate chip cookie that didn't have a glass of milk to go with it, even though it was expired for a few days, but it tastes fine. Alright, thank you.